I'm Meg.
And I'm Jesse. We wrote 100 Days together. Oh, I wanted us to tell the story of how the chorus came about. It was like a puzzle.
A very good story. Basically what happened was we worked on it separately. We were talking about it, but doing our own thing. You had written a chorus with a melody. I said, I'm gonna just create something random that I think would be like fitting for the song because we had our inspiration, talked about what we wanted it to sound like. We wanted it to be kind of ambient and like open and like very much a juxtaposition from like what the verses are, which is this kind of like tight trap type feel. She sent me her vocals and I was like, hold on, you're not gonna believe this. And I dropped it in and like the tempo, the key, like everything was like correct. And it's mostly shocking because it was so different. Like it wasn't that we were just doing the same thing as the verses. It was like we both went out and like changed the direction and then it came together and it fit like a glove.
You literally just took the scratch vocals, dropped it in, and
dragged
like,
and dropped.
And that's exactly how the song is to this day.
Okay, so for the chorus, I obviously want it very big, atmospheric, and breathy. But do I want it like, one day I'll be gone. I'm not afraid to die, just afraid it won't come around. One day I'll be gone. I'm not afraid to die, just afraid it won't come around.
I feel like I'm getting nitpicky with it because I love this chorus so much that
I know.
I want to make sure it's not like a 99, it's 100.
It's an 100, exactly.
Is
And nothing changed from it. Like, we didn't change the melody, we didn't change the words, like, all the timing was perfect. We didn't even really change the chorus production. We added, I think, a little bit, and that was it.
One of the coolest creative moments ever.
For you, if you have a melody, it's really easy to build around that.
Yeah, I've noticed that with the song we're working on now. We had mostly production and then we're trying to build melody off it, and it is a lot harder, I feel.
When you get to the chorus, it's like so ethereal and it's like, it just works so well for the song and it sticks in your head wonderfully.
And we had a different dance break originally too.
Wait, what are you talking about, the one at the end?
Yeah, because remember that used to be something totally different? I don't even remember if
Honestly,
it was that.
no, I don't even remember. Wait. Oh! That part is no longer ever in the song. You know, cool to like see where things start off and then where they end up. That was like in the first draft. Yeah, that's true. No, that was before the second chorus.
Yeah. So we never had a dance break at the end. That was like a totally new idea.
Always keep in mind the fact that you're a dancer. If there's some little fun moments in a song that we could add some movement or some kind of like breakdown-esque, I think it's always fitting. When you're used to hearing something so much, it just feels right. Like it's hard to break out of that. So it's like once we established that it was something that we like didn't like or we wanted to change it or like approach it differently, then it really took on this like new form. Kind of an easy choice to do this like 4-bar kind of dance break. Like the way that it ended up with like kind of transitioning into this outro really gave it this like wonderful character that like we hadn't explored before. For us and for the listener, explore into like a territory that's like new and exciting. Let's see where we can push it, that it's like a little bit outside of our box, of our comfort zone, but like it's interesting for us and it like evolves us as artists.
I feel like you wrote that ending that's there now pretty fast. Like I feel like you came to me with that after like a day or two. Like I feel like it just flowed out of you.
It just kind of worked. I'm also really currently obsessed with this like UK garage like sound and the drums, and like it just really worked. Like it was something that like I think fits your style very well as an artist. The way that we did it it's not an obvious choice. Like, hearing the song as that was the outro, it kind of comes out of left field, but I think it works really well in like the flow of like where the song wants to move to by the end of it.
And your fiance, Mikey, he said it was one of his favorite things you've done.
He just thought the song, top to bottom, was like such a hit.
Send me a voice note. Let's listen to it first.
Hello? I just want to let you know, I just listened to your song, and it's 100 Days. So good. It's 100 Slays. This is like such a hit. No, it's like dead ass.
Which is cool because like when we're in the room, it's like we think something sounds good or like we really vibe with it, and not to say that like one person's opinion will dictate whether it is a hit or not, but it's like it's nice to get that outside perspective from like a very honest source that it's like this really is translating well to the listener.
Yeah,
you know?
because you said he's honest, and he gave his honest
very
opinion.
honest.
I usually ask people which song do you vibe with Easy to Miss or 100 Days. Not that you can compare art, but just out of curiosity.
Totally.
And I find it's very split down the middle, which makes me feel like we've done our job creating two good songs.
And they're so different.
Yeah.
Like, people really do love Easy to Miss. Like, I was even talking to my friend about it in New York, and he was saying that, like, the chorus is so, like melodically unpredictable, but, like, it works so well. Like, he's listening to it and it just like really sticks in his head, and it like does not sound like anything else. And I think that's kind of like, it's a hard thing to work towards, where it's like you cannot sound like anything else, you have to be your own thing, because there's so much music out there that it's like there's nothing wrong with like pulling inspiration from places, but like if you really come across something that it feels at least original, then I feel like we've done our job.
You can hear influences for sure, but it feels very me, and I feel like we quickly found like my sound together. Like as soon as we started working together, it was like, oh, okay, this is it.
Totally.
I have a meeting with a new producer in 7 minutes. This guy was recommended to me by my friend Francesca, and she is a beautiful musician, so I'm excited to see what he's all about. Him and I have been vibing so well over text, so I think that the meeting is also going to go very well. I always get nervous to meet new people. I definitely want to go the more dark pop route. I love metal and I love pop, so I feel like this whole heavy beats, dark pop genre kind of blends the two worlds together that I love so much. I'm hopping on Zoom in 7 minutes, so I will let you know how it all went.
It's a match made in heaven. I'm gonna cry just talking about it. Thank you so much to my beautiful friend Francesca for introducing us.
It's kind of like an everlasting exploration, you know what I mean? Like with each new song, I found that like there's certain things that we've tapped into about your sound that are new. Like, even if I think about 100 Days in the way that the verses are different from the chorus, which is different from, like, the outro, like, it's such an all-over-the-place song, but it works so cohesively because it's, like, it's all, like, things that you like.
Yeah.
You know? So it's, like, and your brain is cohesive in that way. So, like, we're going to create things, even if they feel different, but they all are in the same context, that it's going to make sense.
It just, like, it sounds like it goes, no. I don't like that. I didn't like it from the start.
Sometimes I write and I'm like, oh yeah, this is good, and then I look back and I'm like, no.
What about you?
I feel like it could be breathier too. What do
The
you
ending?
think? Or just like in general.
I'm wondering if the performance is there.
For 100 Days, what do you think was the hardest part of the process?
The hardest part of the process, I don't honestly know if there was a hard part of the process. Perhaps kind of finding that ending was like an unpredictable piece that I didn't know how it was going to go or how to get there. I kind of knew what I wanted it to sound like instrumentally in my head, but I just didn't know how to get from what we had done to where it was going to end up that was going to give it the justice that it needed.
Yeah.
It was something that we really worked together on, because I had initially brought this one version of it with that choppy vocal, remember, very forward, and that was kind of like my interpretation of it, and it was very like electronic feeling, and then you had come into that, and like we really integrated your own interpretation on that part, and like we had the I could disappear, that whole thing was kind of like not an afterthought, but it was like that was like the second part of building that outro.
Okay, should we get that melody down?
Where is it on your range? Yeah, right there.
Okay. I'm such a visual learner. It's like actually crazy how much that helps.
Right? Okay, good.
Song
Yeah,
previous
totally,
and then
100%.
so we don't have to write anything new.
Okay, what are some lines in the song? Yeah? That's cool because you're kind of like disappearing in the end.
Yeah.
I could disappear. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Should we try that?
Yeah, let's just try.
Would you say I would disappear and then at the end say from you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
Disappear.
That was difficult because again, when I hear something, sometimes it's very easy for me to like move on from an idea, but I really liked the direction of where it was going, and so it was like hard for me to let go of this very specific thing that I had in my head, even if it wasn't going to change that much. It was merely just like an alteration on that main idea.
The like.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And it attests to like how well we work together, where it's like we have two separate brains, but then like we kind of come together and build this thing that works really well. And like now it's way better than like now hearing it, the outro, what I had initially thought it was going to be.
Because I would say like that little
Yeah.
moment, like I feel like that was the only time we've ever disagreed.
Okay, let's do -3. Cute, okay.
I feel like my thing is like I'm so used to the other one you sent me. Like I listened to it so many times. and
Really?
now I'm
Did you
just-
listen to this one a lot?
No, not as many. I don't know if I feel like it's too like overwhelming with the vocals, but then I also agree that it feels empty without. So it's like what's
I know.
what's
Okay,
the
well let's try it
happy
lower
medium?
like this. Let's see where we can bring it to a place where it's like not so upfront. Okay.
Sick.
Are you fine with that?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that
Okay.
now, I think.
I like that.
Easier for me to see it, to hear the differences. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're really
and we can
not
kind of
that
pick it
different.
apart. They're not that
Yeah.
different. That's true.
No,
But
and-
I actually really do like the first part without it. If you like the idea that it's just kind of like the switch up, and that's what to focus on, then the vocals are distracting, and I agree. I'm just quieter, and it wasn't like that up front, and I think that was like a great choice. We just sat on kind of like different opinions with it.
Yeah, but usually that like
You know?
never happens. So we never like
I know, it's
disagree
true.
about anything creatively.
Yeah.
Except for that, but it stayed in the song, and
Yeah,
it's
it
just
stayed in the
quieter.
song, and I think that was like a great choice.
Good. I'm glad you think that now. You're like, no, my idea.
No, still stand strong on it. Yeah, no, I really think it was like most difficult, but I think that was like even creatively seeing things differently for a moment is part of the process and very normal, but it's like it's just like certain hurdles to get through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not a verse, but just like maybe a line or two like here and there. Try humming first.
Let's try humming first.
Yeah, because I don't really feel like I have anything else I want to say.
Yeah, like I feel like you left it all out on the table. You know what I mean? Like we're not like holding back at all. Try some different things. Do it up there. Yeah. So let's also drag some of your humming. Let's see how that's gonna feel.
That was so random. I don't know what I did in there. Let's see.
Both were like,
This is perfect. 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 Love this.
Whoa.